Lucamus Prime here, so it's time for another movie review today, and guys, I've just got back from seeing the first DC movie of 2020 being Birds of Prey, and so yeah, I gotta say, wow, this movie, I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I'll say, for those of you asking me, was it a better watch than Suicide Squad? Yeah, it was much better than Suicide Squad. Now, this review won't contain any spoilers for the movie, because I know it's all just come out in the world, and I know a lot of people will be watching it, because I believe this is opening weekend of it, so I trust that many of you are going to be watching it, so I'm not going to be revealing spoilers, although there might be some obvious ones which will have been in the trailer, so if you watch trailers, you'll be aware of it already. So, here we go. What did I like about this movie? Well, obviously, probably the best thing about this movie, which I really loved, was the acting. I think the acting in this movie was phenomenal from the whole cast, but the two best highlights, in my opinion, were, of course, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. You know, one of the reasons why I love Suicide Squad was because of her as Harley, and I went to see this movie just to see her come back, and boy, was she amazing in this. She really pulled it off once again. She had a much more bigger role, and she stole the show, definitely. Margot Robbie never disappoints as Harley Quinn. She was really amazing, she was hilarious, psychotic, she was perfect in this movie, and this makes me even more excited to see her come back in the Suicide Squad coming out, I think, next year, I believe, or 2022, not sure when it comes out, and also any other future DC movies down the line. And the other highlight in terms of the acting in this movie was the actor of the Black Mass, played by Ewan McGregor.
Hello there.
And wow, if I thought he was a great Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Star Wars prequel trilogy, and of course returning for a TV show coming soon, I had no idea he would really pull off the dark side, if you will, as Black Mask. Like, he was amazing, he was terrifying, psychotic, he was amazing in the role. Did such a phenomenal job, one of the best DCEU villains in my opinion. He really pulled it off, Ewan McGregor, so amazing. As for the other actors, they were all really good as well, like the Huntress and Dinah Lance and Cassandra and Renee Montoya, and also for Victor Zsasz as well. I think he was really good as well. Also, once again, visuals were quality, and I love how they use loads of really nice bright colours as well. They were really amazing. And also seeing like cartoons in this as well, like in the opening sequence, for example, because the opening does have like a cartoon start, which was pretty nice. A little brand new touch, really, for a DC movie when you think about it. I also really love the much darker tone compared to previous DCEU movies, in my opinion. Like, it was much more dark. It was very similar to the Joker movie at times a little bit, in terms of the darkness, and that was another good highlight, in my opinion. It's what you need for a movie centered on the villains, which I think was really good. Oh yeah, I also love the action. Like, the action was also really good. Lots of really amazing gunfights. It was really cool. And the music was pulled off so brilliantly in this movie. Like, loads of, like, it was so intense. It was perfect. I really loved it. Now, there is some things I wish they improved on a little bit. For example, those of you will be aware that in the trailers, it's revealed that Harley Quinn has left the Joker, and they're no longer together, and no longer a couple. So, she's left her pudding. But the thing is, though, I wish we got an appearance from the Joker in this movie, guys. Like, I was pretty disappointed that we didn't see him at all. Like, new footage of him, if you will, because we only see, like, archive footage of him. But I guess that's because they couldn't get Jared Leto back, because he's busy making Morbius, isn't he? So, yeah. But I would love to see him at least make a cameo or something, just so we know what he's up to. Because that cartoon scene, because I mentioned at the start, is basically a telling of how she's left him, alright? So that's how they explain how he is no longer with Harley. I also think some characters could have been developed a little bit more, such as Huntress, for example, and also Cassandra. And I think Dinah could have done a bit more development as well. All in all, they were great additions to the cast, in my opinion. They were really good. And so this was a really enjoyable movie. Definitely an improvement over Suicide Squad. And one of the best DCU movies. I really love this movie. So, now to my rating. Since all of you are going to be waiting, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it... I gave Suicide Squad a 6 out of 10. Whereas this, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. That's like my final vote for it. It was definitely an improvement. You know, some characters need a bit more development, because I feel like the movie focused a bit too much on Harley Quinn compared to the actual Birds of Prey a little bit. Because like I said, Margaret Robbie stole the show as Harley, but I still wish the Birds of Prey, got a little bit more development. And I also wish the Hunters got a bit more screen time, really. But all in all, though, they were great, all of them. So yeah, I'll give this movie an 8.5 out of 10, and so yeah, I definitely recommend this to you if you want to watch it. It's really great, definitely one of the best DC movies. So, this will me reviewing 2020's film, Birds of Prey. So yeah, be sure to give this video a like, and also let me know as well in the comments what you thought of Birds of Prey if you've seen it. If you're thinking of seeing it, let me know, if you are or not. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos coming in the future, and I will see you all later.